Keeping ground. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Throw caught by Musgrave. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Seven, our score after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. Dancing to his left. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead. Carlson on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Packers 14, Seahawks 7.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And they can't bring him down. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be touched down to the end. Big play on that one.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun, it's Walker. Gets past 1 man.
And he'll go down at the 28.
Now what a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Richardson looking to throw.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
From 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7.
Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. They'll drop to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw.
And this pass broken up.
Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Now a 2nd and 2.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Richardson looking to throw this.
He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Richardson.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Richardson.
Flushed out right. Escapes the defender. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
But so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
A short throw to Musgrave.
And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Now it's Richardson.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And Walker has it.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 5-yard line. Bit of a mental breakdown there. Not sure why he left the end zone.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a 1st down. They're just 1 yard.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. He'll look to throw.
To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw.
He finds his receiver, Watson.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Second and long.
Down inside the 10.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw here. Being chased up, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Quick throw completed by Richardson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well. Running right, here's Walker. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Play action. Now Richardson steps away. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Richardson to throw. Out to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To the right side, this is Walker. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Forced out to his left. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Rolling to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They're going to run this with a tight end. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that is caught downfield by Thomas.
And some room to maneuver.
Inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Brian Thomas, 89 yards. And the Packers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And this is certainly a key moment in this game. Trailing by 3, 4th quarter with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him up.
Under pressure, they got him again. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. There will be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and 9 now. Steps away to his left. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made him.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Packers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth-quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Richardson looking to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Operating from the gun, Richardson, flush to his right.
He completes this to Walker.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now Richardson.
Flushed out right.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that 1st down run.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Richardson.
And he comes back with one complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two, they don't get it. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
A short throw to Musgrave. And he has a Packer first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script. The Packers are moving on as we say thanks for watching and so long.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.